Welcome to Get Fit Guys, quick and dirty tips to slim down and shape up. My name is Ben Greenfield, and I'm the Get Fit Guy. Now, if you follow my fellow quick and dirty tips expert, the Money Girl, then you're already learning about how to maximize your financial success. But have you ever thought about how money, or the lack thereof, can affect your exercising, diet, or health goals? Well, in this episode, you'll learn how finances affect your fitness and get 5 quick and dirty tips for maximizing your financial success. Let's talk a little bit about what happens when money is on your mind. When you're short on cash, unable to enjoy the finer things in life, or just worried about getting by day to day, your body can respond by churning out stress hormones, such as cortisol. And even though not being able to pay your cable bill isn't necessarily a life or death scenario, your body is hardwired to go into running from a lion survival mode when you experience such a stress. And as a result, your blood pressure goes up, your heart rate elevates, and your blood sugar increases. When these effects are allowed to stay in your body on a day-to-day basis, as might happen if you're constantly worrying about money, then they can eventually spiral into more serious issues such as blood vessel damage from chronic high blood pressure, cardiovascular strain from a constantly elevated heart rate, and insulin insensitivity or risk of diabetes from chronically elevated blood sugar. In addition, if your habits are leaving you strapped for cash, it's unlikely that you'll be well equipped to pay a monthly gym membership, build a home gym, or even change your running shoes or exercise gear as frequently as you may need to. My episode, How to Get Fit on a Budget, is a great place to start reversing the adverse effects of your financial worries, and I'll link to that in the show notes to this episode over at getfitguy.quickanddirtytips.com. But I also wanted to turn to the experts and find out what they had to say. So I recently asked Garrett Gunderson, who is a highly successful entrepreneur who started his first company at the age of 15 and became a millionaire by the time he was 26 years old, for his top tips for fighting financial stress and maximizing financial success. So without further ado, here are Garrett's top 5 quick and dirty tips for improving your financial life. And at the end of this episode, I'll also include a link to a special offer from Garrett. So, number 1 is to do a power hour. Now, Garrett recommends starting every day with exercise, education, and enlightenment. This means that you can enlighten yourself by doing a workout or a morning yoga routine while at the same time listening to an educational podcast. When choosing what you want to learn more about, try to focus on the things that you really care about and that make you excited, rather than worrying about things that bring you little passion in life. So if the real estate market or stock market investing don't make you excited, then there's no reason to focus on those financial paths. Number 2 is to be grateful. Research has actually shown that the simple feeling of gratitude can induce a series of biochemical reactions within your body that reduce stress and amplify relaxing brainwaves. To take advantage of this on a practical level, Garrett recommends that you make a gratitude list. Rather than constantly thinking about scarcity and what you don't have, create a list of all the things that you can be grateful for and constantly add to and review your list. Remember, when you engage in activities like this that reduce stress, you increase the likelihood that you'll have the energy to exercise. Number 3 is to create value. Garrett defines creating value as simply solving problems and serving others in a capacity where they exchange dollars for your solutions. Think about your talents, passions, and values in life, and then figure out how you can help others by using those skills. Garrett calls this following your soul purpose, and in practical terms, what this means is if you play a musical instrument, for example, you can provide online or face-to-face music instruction. If you have a passion for wine, you could start a wine club. If you enjoy fitness, you could start a workout blog where you help others. There's a myriad of ways that you can take your passion and create value for others with it, and dollars follow value. Number 4 is to optimize your cash flow. Here's where Garrett gets down to specifics. He recommends that you create a cash flow list in which you write down everything that you're spending money on each month. You split these expenses into 3 categories: destructive expenses, constructive expenses, and productive expenses. A destructive expense might be buying a 6-pack of beer every few days, purchasing lots of expensive processed foods, or paying for cable TV that you rarely use, or maybe use too much. A constructive expense is a need that enables you to live life advantageously and might include paying for your car loan, home mortgage, or health insurance. Finally, a productive expense allows you to create value and might include enhancing your health with a gym membership or investing in your business. So what you need to do is try to eliminate destructive expenses and instead focus on constructive and productive expenses. Number 5 is expand your means. Rather than focusing on living within your means and living a life of scarcity by constantly reducing all expenses, especially those constructive and productive ones, Garrett recommends that you instead focus on expanding your means by increasing your capacity to produce and deliver value. So if you're trying to make money with an online business, this might mean that you invest in a faster computer. Or if you want to help others enhance their health, you might invest in a personal training certification or a community class in nutrition or exercise. In a nutshell, being short on cash can create stress, but rather than focusing on what you don't have, focus on what you're grateful for, create value, and direct any available dollars towards productivity. And if you have more questions about how finances affect your fitness or your own tips to share, then head over to the Get Fit Guy Facebook page at facebook.com/getfitguy. And until next time, this is the Get Fit Guy asking you, what are you waiting for? Go get fit.